State gang, the mob, true sippers, we in too deep. Money boy, trade. Money boy, trade. Money boy, trade. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on deck. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and pants on my neck. Jacking my spread. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm wicked, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on deck. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and pants on my neck. Jacking my spread. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm wicked, I'm fire, I'm hit. It's a go 10 and 4, it's a bed. On the ground, about to cook me a jet. Niggas mad when I stun and I flip. With precision, I'm gripping the jet. Burn a brain while I'm gripping the net. No dealings, I Joe on some shit. I'm a dog, it's a shame on my mess. Go hard and shout out to my head. Play if I move it on to the net. I done Brooklyn, course that was the net. I'm shining, I'm blessed. Like a bitch in that river, I'm fresh. Yeah, be talking shit with some jet. Take it simple when y'all get the mix. High fiving with guys in it. Don't ego, my life is the shit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on deck. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. VVS diamonds and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm wicked, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on deck. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. VVS diamonds and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm wicked, I'm fire, I'm hit. I get it, I'm gon' pull off in a hurry. First through truck, I sit into my stripping. No time to kick it, I'm busy, I'm working. I just suspended, I'm still out here serving. 30s and green, bitch, that's the rain. Pulling up train, form machine. Infrared beam, carbon 15. Money boy trade, fly with no wing. My bottoms is red, Robert's the green. Hold on my body, I feel like a dream. Go to one center, course I watch a king. Free rich and water, but up for the team. Fuck your opinion, that's all that I strain. I was 14 when I had a dream. Dollar sign, go for the green. Pop me a bean. Swaggin', I'm fresh and I'm clean. Feeling like Jordan, I'm wearing Supreme. Rolling up, smoking Supreme. Infrared beam. Carbon 15. Precise like a surgeon, I won't miss a thing. 24/7, I'm flat with no wings, bitch. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Now, yesterday, I found this channel called Catfish, and I went down the rabbit hole. That one of the few things I noticed about all these catfish stories, no, it's not that they're desperate or any of that. It's that, well, for one, a lot of these people get scammed because a person simply tells them they believe in God. They tell them that they go to church and all that shit. And instantly, a lot of them guard is down and they just scam. Another thing that I found out from most of all these scammers is they originate from Nigeria. Oh, not just anywhere in Nigeria. Like, I think at least 7 of the 10 shows I watched, the scammer was always coming from Abuja. Now, EQ, I'm not calling Goodwill a scammer or nothing, but he from the capital of the scammers. That's all I'm saying. He got a wife, though. I don't know how much money he got out of you before you went over there for the wedding. Well, somebody else went, but he got a wife after deal, which is what most of these scammers don't do. But yeah, they all from Abuja. I don't know. This shit is funny. So I got 3 stories. Hold on, let me see. I had 3 stories that stood out to me the most that I'm gonna do. I think 2 of them are women, and then this is one dude. Now this dude, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him. He had to be just extra slow. I think all these people are slow. I'm gonna start off with the white woman first. Victim finds out future husband is okay. This the woman here. She finds out her future husband is a romance scammer. This lady here. We're gonna start off with her. Oh shit, I'm gonna skip it back.
Interested in my church. He's so interested in my church, and he's so interested in, I mean, like, he wanted to come and see me and see. I've been married 5 times, so it sounds crazy, but
she been married 5 times. She won't get married again. I'm gonna just point out, man, Nowhere in them vows do it say anything about divorce, so you lied to God 5 times. But that's not my business. You gotta take that up with him.
Three of those people were members of my church.
Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Yeah, I gotta stop. Sorry, we're gonna get back to this. I gotta play this one clip because this shit reminds me of me. This is being truth hurts right here. I know. Let me skip it past the part. This shit is funny as hell because this reminds me.
I don't respond. I don't care.
Now, which one is which?
For the chicks.
It's up to y'all to decide. Listen to this clip here.
Full channel. We got to talk about this. Childish Cinco has just found out people have been talking about Shannon Sharp, and he does not like it. Listen to this. I don't know if you know this, but everybody, there are a lot of people that got podcasts, and they only have podcasts. They only do numbers if they talk about me and Stephen A.
Right.
I don't respond. I don't care. I don't care about you one way or another to lend my audience to hear me go back and forth with you. I understand. That's what you want.
Right.
I just want to know, why can't you make content without talking about me? Without talking about Stephen A.
Wait a minute. I need a little better context now. Who be talking about you?
I don't mention names on my show.
Hey, hold on.
If you want to talk about, if you want to tweet about them, I don't mention.
Nah, man.
Not on this one. Not on this one.
Ain't nobody finna play with us like that. Like,
no, they're not playing with you. They're playing with me.
We a team. No, they ain't playing with you. Because we a package deal.
I'm good, Ocho.
Hey,
see, I tell you,
listen, I don't play that shit, man. I'll somebody up about you, man.
No, we don't need to do that. Ocho,
take my glasses off.
Ocho,
who playing with us?
Ocho, we messing them up by having 35,000 watching live.
Man, I'm with.
Check this out.
I'm with the shits, boy. That's me. I'm with the shits. What? I'm with the shits.
With all the
jokes, be like, no, Trey, no, fuck on, leave alone. Wait, I'm with the shit. Who said what? That's us. Okay. Back to our original scheduled program. I just thought that was funny when I heard the clip later. I'm like, this reminds me of me and Truth.
He's so interested in my church, and he's so interested in, like, he wanted to come and see me and see. I've been married 5 times, so it sounds crazy, but three of those people were members of my church.
Hundreds of thousands of people fall for online romance scams every year.
So you married 3 niggas in your church and they all fail. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Her mama ain't shit. I'm gonna let y'all hear what her mama have to say, and then I'm gonna stop it so I can reiterate why she ain't shit.
In 2022, a staggering $1.3 billion was lost due to internet love scams. Against all odds, thousands of people around the world contact our email every year to find out if their internet relationship is the real deal. Today, we help Kim find the truth.
I ain't know this shit was still going on in 2023. I ain't watched Catfish in like 10 years.
Yeah, I want you to show me the truth. I want to see who you really are. Who have I been talking to for 2.5 months?
Is her internet boyfriend Nabi Drew, who claims to be a doctor working for the UN, her Prince Charming, or just another internet fraudster? Let's find out. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
My name is Kim. I am 61 years old.
60.
I love water aerobics. I have a big garden. I love to paint flowers. I volunteer once a week at Temple that's here in the Tri-Cities. My first marriage was the hardest. Probably the reason none of my other marriages worked out. And I was with...
You said what? You gonna tell everybody, hey?
But I had to go get my shoe.
Okay.
him for 9 years. He told me that I'd given myself to him in the temple and that I was his and he could treat me any way I wanted him for 9 years.
Listen to what she said her first husband told her.
He told me that I'd given myself to him in the temple and that I was his and he could treat me any way I wanted And I called my mother. She said, well, you got married in the temple forever, so you got to make it work.
This woman calls her mom and says, Mom, this nigga just told me I married him in the church, so he can treat me however he want to because I'm his property. And her response was, he's right. You got to do it. That's the mindset that religion preaches, but I ain't here for that though. I'm not here for that. But yeah, imagine your mama telling you that after you say, Mama, this nigga may be abusive. Well, you married him. You got to stuck it out forever.
Daddy, I want you to say hey.
Say hey.
Hey, people. Buggy Tuki.
There are people that I'm covering the story on. They're the people I'm doing the story on. That's why you like, who are those people?
I don't know those.
Hey, no, you don't know them.
These are the real people. I can't see
These
them.
are real people. I'm doing a story on these people.
I can see them. They're right here.
There's no feet up.
Right there.
Oh, that's my emblem. That's my logo.
That's your feet up. That's your logo. Feet up right there.
You done?
I-
Can I finish?
I'll
You
be-
just told me to go back to work and leave you alone. Well, why you in here bothering me?
Daddy,
Yes.
I'll be your little helper, okay?
She'll be my little helper. Okay. Have a seat then.
I tried to make it work. And then he started abusing the two oldest boys. My son talked to his kindergarten teacher.
So because of her mama telling her to stay, the husband started abusing her two oldest kids. Went to jail for it, but grandma pushed this. Mute yourself, Gabe. You got a lot of stuff going on in the back.
About it. They charged my husband with malicious punishment of a child, which he pled guilty to.
After Kim's first marriage, it inspired her to start her own nonprofit. It was called the Children's Safety Center.
It passed at the state level. Yeah, we served 14 counties and had over 1,000 families using our centers. It became the model for the United States.
Even after a traumatic first marriage, Kim decided to keep searching for a soulmate.
I've been married 5 times. So I have 7 kids.
After her 5th divorce, she decided to focus on.
I don't know too many black women that get married 5 times. I know a couple. Well, nope. Rocho, she done been married 5 times. Damn. But not. She's like the only one I know. I've known a couple of them that got married 2 times. Maybe their 3rd marriage. But 5 is a lot. It's on type.
Her nonprofit and raising her children.
I was like, I'm happy being alone. I'm done. This guy just started instant messaging me on Facebook out of the blue, and he sent me that first message, and it just said, I'd like to get to know you.
Hey,
You have a really beautiful face, stuff like that. He is very handsome. He has big brown eyes, fantastic smile. He's sweet and he's tender. He looks good. I don't know how to say it, but he looks very handsome to me. Sent me lots of pictures of himself as a doctor. He sent me a picture of him and his son together. I found his website and he's actually a plastic surgeon. There's one video where
That's what I've seen. I had to ask that question in a lot of these things. How are these people getting scammed and shit like this when they can simply look up to people just like the Catfish people? Well, she said she looked up his website and found it. But then when you heard other ones like, you had motherfuckers on her, fat girls talking about they dating Chris Brown, weird looking girl. Well, no, she looked weird. Weird looking girl talking about she dating Tyler Perry, weird looking just struggle saying they dating country western stars. And I'm like, what makes you think that the celebrity is gonna hit you up out the blue? Just out of like 500,000 comments, they hit you up out the blue. And these people be falling for this shit. And then the accounts don't even be verified accounts. I don't understand how this is still taking place in 2023.
He's in it, and then all his staff are waving at me and saying hi and all this stuff. And they're talking to me, and I'm like, well, he must be real. I said, I need to hear your voice. So when he called, hello? How are you?
I'm good. Hey, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good?
Are you happy that that's what Vanessa is?
What? And I heard him yesterday, and it sounded more of like a European, like maybe a little bit of Russian or something. We had one conversation that lasted hours. He really got into learning about my church, and he said he would join my church, and that we could get married and get sealed in our temple and all this stuff. And all my marriages, My husband's never told me I was beautiful or that that.
So this lady has been married 5 times, and none of her husbands told her she was beautiful. So you never were told you were beautiful before you were proposed to, or nothing. All right, then.
You're great, and all these things that a woman wants to hear. And I think that's how I really that about him, because he made me feel like I was special, that I was beautiful, that I was smart. I think the faith stuff really kind of bound us together.
All throughout Kim's life, she has been involved in church. This guy seemed perfect, handsome, successful, and religious. But once Kim began to push for the two to meet in person, that's when things took a turn.
He couldn't talk to me on Google Chat because his phone was running out. I only get so many minutes, and then it runs out for the month, and then I can't talk to you anymore. I said, well, why can't you get yourself a gift card? And he's like, I'm having problems with my bank back in the States, and I can't get any money. So he asked me for $100, then he asked me for $400. So then I ended up spending another $400. So a lot of the money for me has been for Google gift cards. He's asking me for one today. He wants me to go buy him another Google $100 gift card for his phone. It's up to like $1,350 of gift cards.
You sent him a lot of gift cards here, and you're stressing about sending him more. Why not just say, I'm not going to send any more money until we meet?
I feel like I'm a good person, and then somebody's asking for help, and I'm not helping them, and then that bothers me. I had some silver and gold coins that I had for emergency, and I went and cashed in onto one of my gold coins.
So instead of telling this nigga no, I have to send him $1,300, she was like, well, he could be Jesus, and I would be wrong telling Jesus no. We told Jesus that you had. Well, you ain't tell Jesus saw you spend $1,300 on this man, so you helped. Jesus doesn't require you to be a fool. The lady that was talking about the Tyler Perry thing, she was talking about, I'm not playing that one tonight, but she was talking about how God got her covered and stuff. Well, the lady, you got scammed. How can you say God favors you, God got you covered, and then you come over here talking about how you got scammed?
The biggest red flag is when you can't, like FaceTime them or something, or they don't want to meet up. Something always happens.
They've gotten around ways of FaceTiming now, because I was listening to this other one this morning before I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go and do this show. She was saying, but he was FaceTiming me, and she was like, yeah, so remember you said they told you not to be on Facebook and not to be on IG? This is why. Said all those videos where you were FaceTime, they were videos from the IG, and he was just playing them for you as if they were real. Screen sharing.
It's pretty ingenious. I know. It's pretty. They come up with ways. There's always a way to scam.
But I still don't understand that because in the video, you can't be saying personalized shit to that person that's on the phone.
Sure,
if it's
yeah,
something on
match
IG and you just, how the hell are you going to be personalized with that person? Unless the person is just slow. But yeah, this is, if I wanted to scam, I would do it in the name of religion because people fall for it. The easiest thing in the world for me to do is to be a crooked pastor, like most of them. This is the easiest thing in the world. I'm gonna do it though.
Just be a regular pastor then.
Yeah, well, they're crooked too.
That's what I mean.
I always felt like I was really, really good with my money.
Yeah.
Right now, I feel like I'm really bad with my money. I don't feel financially.
All these people, Tyler Perry was asking for money. Chris Brown was asking for money. All these motherfuckers ask for money. If they don't ask for small amounts, nigga, I'm like, where y'all meeting these niggas at? And females, because niggas is getting got too. The next story I'm gonna play y'all is gonna floor y'all because you're gonna be like, can't nobody be this damn dumb. Up in mid.
Stable right now because of him.
Up until this point, Kim has forked out quite a bit of money just to keep Nobby's phone and Wi-Fi bills up. She began to wonder if she would ever meet this man in person.
He said that he works for the UN, that he has a contract with them. He wanted to come to see me, and he didn't want to wait. He goes, I'd really like to take you on a vacation. I said, I would love to travel, but I always wanted to travel. His contract is going to end on December 12th, and they're going to pay him $8 million. I can't even imagine that kind of money. When he told me he had that kind of money, I was like, hey, I'm a nobody. I don't have anything, you know? Like, I can't even imagine. He's like,
Man, you had gold coins that you said you sold one gold coin and you sent this nigga like $1,400 worth of cards off this shit. You got something.
I really want
You
to
still got your non-profit. You got something.
get out of here. Can you write a letter to the UN? And told them that I was his fiance. That's what he had wrote.
So his contract is about to end, but he ready to get up out of there. So he wants you to write a letter to the UN to expedite his leaving. All right.
Pay him $8 million. I can't even imagine that kind of money. When he told me he had that kind of money, I was like, hey, I'm a nobody. I don't have anything, you know? Like, I can't even imagine. He's like, I really want to get out of here. Can you write a letter to the UN? And told them that I was his fiance. That's what he had asked me to write. I wasn't expecting them to send a letter back asking me for money, and that kind of freaked me out. They asked me for $600 or something. I went ahead and did it. It was Bitcoin. I sent them the $1,960.
Did you talk to him before you sent the money, or you just said fuck it?
I think some of
I
them
want to
kind of
know
deserve it.
I'm like, what kind of explanation did he give you? Because I'm saying, when he asked you to write the note, you wrote the note. Now, when you get a note back saying you got to pay some money, I would have been like, bro, you didn't tell me all of this. Why you didn't tell me this shit when you asked me to write the note?
Through Bitcoin, then immediately.
I think some of these people kind of deserve it in some ways for just being that dumb. I mean, I can understand how people fall for it. From a certain, there's certain parts where you can go, oh, damn, they got you. But then it's like, when there's money always coming up every month or something always happens.
Not money every week.
Oh, geez, that's even, oh my God.
Every week.
And then with the story,
a doctor that worked for the UN and he needs money for his phone. So the UN don't provide, work cell phone or nothing.
And then there's always gold at the end of the rainbow, supposedly. And then there's no rainbow and no gold.
Yeah. 8 million or a pot. Well, there's a pot at the end. It's a pot of shit.
I get a letter from them saying that they got the money and now they want $10,000. Coin.
And that's because they said, oh, she was stupid enough to send 600. Hit her again. So this is where we at, Gabe. I'm ready to leave, baby. Write a note to the UN.
That's an African petty.
Write the note. 600. Don't do him. Don't do African petty like that. Don't do that, bro.
Hey man, 28,000.
600. Then come back. We need 10 G's. Now, for a lady who says she ain't got no money, you already have seen. You say you spend like 1,300 on phone cards. 600 for the first letter. So we're just gonna round it up to 2,000. Then they said, give us 10,000. So you got at least 12,000 laying around this bitch.
1,300 in phone cards? Who's she calling? The space station?
No, he needed $1,300 worth of phone cards. He was saying he couldn't pay his bill. He only get a certain amount of minutes and he'd run out. Talking to her. I guess he was like, me doing this international talking to you is running my minutes down. Yes, ma'am.
How did the toilet have boo-boo on it?
What?
How did the toilet have boo-boo on it?
Did you boo-boo on the toilet? Ew, you nasty.
No, I didn't.
Let me push play and see what she talking about.
Then immediately I get a letter from them saying that they got the money and now they want $10,000. Then he needed 4 soldiers to escort him to a special helicopter and then on a jet to bring him to the United States. And then they said that I had to pay for that.
Kim didn't want to wait until December to find out if this man would show up. She reached out to us to find out the truth.
Why are you so attached to this guy?
I'm addicted to him. I'm addicted to...
This baby is nuts. It's these new toilets. You know, you have to flush them bitches twice. So there's nothing on there. She saw some residue in there because she didn't flush the toilet twice last time after she used it. And she refused to use the bathroom again until that was gone. She's diva. All right.
Talking to him every day, having somebody that talks to me first thing in the morning, and when I go to bed at night, there's always somebody there that I can say, hey, you know, this happened today, that happened today, you know, and they care about it. I really want to meet him. I would be happy if it turned out that he was the person that I thought he was. I mean, I would be really happy. I would hope that I had wasted all this money, you know, that I'm never going to see again.
After hearing from Kim, our team got straight to work. There were so many red flags, but we were still going to look into everything. We had 10 photos of this man, the emails from the UN, a voice recording, and his phone number. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so much. After a few days of research, we sat down with Kim to go over everything that we found. Hey, Kim, are you ready for today?
Just to see what you guys figured out and hopefully get some closure on this.
Well, I think we have that for you.
He's still asking me for gift cards. He was telling me he was gonna take an airplane and he would see me in a few days, and he was telling me he was just stuck, that he couldn't go anywhere because he has his Liberty Pass. He can't really work because he's kind of out, but he's there. So it's been kind of crazy, but I don't.
Do you believe that he's telling the truth about his identity?
I'm confused. There's things that seem like
that's like a yes or no question. She's still holding on to the chance of love at 61, even though she has 1,000,001 red flags.
I have to take the special helicopter, but I need.
He's done.
Go ahead, Gabe.
I need a special helicopter, but I need an Amazon gift card to kind of get me to, to travel.
The special helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only take Amazon gift cards.
This nigga needed a special convoy to get up out of there.
That takes gift cards.
But he didn't explain any of this when he told her to just write. And she didn't think any of this was normal. Like, have y'all? Oh, never mind.
And there's other things that don't And then, like I said, the part that kind of pulls me back and forth is, that he's so interested in my church, and he's so interested in, he wanted to come and see me and see the temple and learn about my church. And I had already told him, I said, I can't marry somebody that's out of my faith. I already tried that. That doesn't work for me. And I said, it will take like a year to become a member. So once we meet, you can start working on that, or you can start working on it where you are.
So we're going to focus on this relationship if he's not part of, the church or your religion.
Right. I really want to go on a mission for my church. And that's something that I would really like to do with a partner. That's something that's a dream I've had since I was, younger. I've been married 5 times, so it sounds crazy, but three of those people were members of my church. It's very much a part of who I am, and part of my religion is like you get sealed to your spouse forever, and I can't do that with somebody who's not a member. And I've tried that before, and I just.
Man, you've been married 5 times. You wasn't sealed to none of them niggas for forever. Stop the cap.
It's just a big frustration. So the more I tell him, the more he feels like, oh, I really think that I want to get baptized. I really want to learn everything. And I don't know how sincere he's being about that. But then there's questions that I have too, and that's why I came to you guys, because I thought maybe you could help me figure this out, if this was something good or it was something bad,
Hey, what happened with you and Linda's link up? What happened to that? I remember y'all were all excited. What happened?
You fucked that up, remember?
How did I do it?
I don't know. That's kind of the time she just split. Spokesperson.
I didn't do nothing. I was just myself.
Collectively, we all kind of become bad people or something. I don't know. I don't have a problem with her.
Let's just jump into what we found.
Yeah, for sure. So you sent over 2 emails. Both of the emails are newly created. There aren't any social media accounts linked to any of the emails.
Okay.
You sent over a UN email.
Yeah, I sent that there was like, I think 14 or 15 of them, like back and forth, that messages. I forwarded those to you guys.
A huge red flag with this email in particular, it wasn't created within the UN format. It's not an official format that the UN.
I'm really scared to play that shit. That's why I did that's why I took my pictures. But I think I may be able to get around it like I did with whatever video that was last time, when I have the screen covered with different logos to keep it from showing all the way. I think there may be a workaround. Some of this shit you just gotta see.
Would use.
Okay.
The UN or anybody that works for the government or is claiming to be the government, they're not going to use a Gmail account. All of these platforms that have these free emails that you can sign up for, they're never going to be used by a government official. I actually came across one of the emails that you had with the UN, and they sent over this bank account. They told you that you can pay to get him home using this specific account. It was through Chase. Brienne ran the address that was used on the account so we could.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't it sound like she tried to buy this nigga freedom, like he was a slave and she was purchasing him? You can get him home to you. Just send some money to this account. We'll let him go.
Pull a phone number, and I called the phone number. Someone answered the phone that worked for the company. She was very vague on the information that she told me about why someone would be using this account online. She told me that she's actually been getting several phone calls from people. Her account was being used in other cases online. I just want to be clear. She said that she had no idea why someone was claiming to be working for the UN would use her account, and she doesn't have any friends or family or any ties to the UN at all.
I've had questions about it.
When they gave you the option to use Bitcoin or the bank account, what made you choose the crypto?
Sent me another letter and said, do not, disregard that previous letter, send it to this Bitcoin account. I'm talking to him while I'm at the Bitcoin, and I feel really uncomfortable with it. And he said, like, well, just do it, you know, I'll be able to see you in a few days, you know, and I went through with it. And then once it was over, he's like, I know that was really embarrassing, really hard for you, you know, to my convenience store right down the block from me, you know. I'm like, I felt so uncomfortable doing it. And then he's like, well, it's good because now I can come and see you.
That's what you call a cult there, Dave. Eastern Stars, Masons out there. Now those are real life cults. Like when you get to a certain position in the Masons, nigga, you have people that dress you. You know, you wake up like Prince Hakeem and they put your clothes on. If that's not some cult shit, I don't know what is.
And you know, in a few days I'll be there, you know, they'll send me out on a plane right away. I'm coming right to Washington. You know, I started getting really excited, and then I got super mad when I got the next letter asking for more money. And it is so hard. It was like so deflating. You know, this whole thing has been so hard.
Kim, we have the concrete evidence that you've been looking for. I'll let Brianne kick this last piece of information off.
Yeah, so what I can confirm today is that the person in the image is known as Dr. Hakan Karim. He's a very successful plastic surgeon in Turkey, you know, so I couldn't connect anything from his account, any of his official social media accounts that would link him back to Nabi.
Okay.
So what that tells me is this person has stolen his images and just created this fictitious name and profile to talk to you.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Yeah.
Just to give you a little more clarity, we worked together to send an IP tracker to Mr. Nabi. He thought he was going to be receiving a gift card from you. He clicked on it 4 times. He was so desperate for this money. We're waiting for one of these scammers to recognize one of these, but I guess they haven't and keep clicking on them. For those that don't know, we use this site to track the location of someone like Mr. Nabi.
The name of this site, and I'm like him when he said he waiting on the trackers to figure it out. The shit is called FooGift.com, like Fugazi. It's called FooGifts, FooGiftCards.com, FooGiftCards, and nobody's figured it out.
Together, these special
They don't know the word Fugazi. No, this is the scammers that are dumb. The scammers are dumb too, because they just click it on shit. They ain't never got a link like that from that person ever before in life, but then they get one and they click on it. And now it knows where they're at. It's going to be funny where this guy is. Pay attention, Q.
For someone to click on. Once they click on it.
Everything is Johnny over changing starting over.
What are you talking about? Because it's winter?
The TV starting over again.
The TV starting over and over again. Are you pushing the remote?
No. I'm not checking the remote. You have the remote somewhere. I can touch it.
It don't sound like it's starting over.
It comes.
Okay, hold on.
We're able to grab their IP address right away. All 4 of these clips came from Nigeria. 3 of them were in Port Harcourt. When they click on, once they click on it, we're able to grab their IP address right away. All 4 of these clips came from Nigeria. 3 of them were in Port Harcourt, and the last one was in Abuja, which is the capital of Nigeria.
It's a relief to know that I'm not wondering anymore. It's a relief for that, but it does make me sad.
Additionally, Kim, we also looked at the crypto wallets that you sent over to us. And what we found was there was a connection when we looked at the transaction. So they all basically linked to the same wallet address that led to an exchange. So what we've done is we put all of the information that we found, all the research that we found, we're putting it on a final report for you.
Stop it, Gabe. African Petty is from Brooklyn.
And our suggestion to you is to take this report, file an FBI report, and then include this information.
Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately, Kim was involved in a romance scam. Everything Nabi told her was a lie. He wasn't a doctor working for the UN. He was a man living in Nigeria. Yes, Kim did willingly send money to this person, but it was under false pretenses. After every case on our YouTube channel, we put together a full report and encourage all of our guests to report everything to law enforcement. We had all of the evidence to show who this man portrayed himself to be, proof of this person posing as a UN employee, the location of this fraudster, and we had recordings of his voice. To top it off, we knew exactly where all of her money was.
It's not over there. She's gonna actually get to talk to the scammer after hearing all of this, and she polite as fuck. I don't know who raised this boy, but I'd have been cussing that nigga all the way out. It's almost like she's still holding out hope that it's a misunderstanding.
When using our Bitcoin tools. The road is long to getting your money back through a romance scam, but we do everything in our power to help law enforcement track these guys down.
I hate people who lie, and I have a lot of integrity, and I never lie to people. So it hurts me that someone would do that to me and use me that way, but also that they're doing it to other people.
We do want to get you to report it as soon as possible. Not only that, but we want you to block him, and we want to get this guy out of your life. Can we do that today?
Absolutely.
After this interview, Kim immediately hopped on the phone with the scammer to confront and block him.
I thought you said you were going to get me done.
And true to form, that nigga was right in it. What happened to my gift card, bitch? Where's my gift card?
Yeah, but you know what?
What?
You're not who you said you are.
What do you mean?
You're somewhere in Nigeria. I even know the town. I think it's Harcourt.
Did I say that to you?
Did I say that to you?
Yeah, I think I know that you're not in Ireland. Yeah, but just talk to me for a minute. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to me?
What do you mean?
Why would you lie to me about that stuff? I've been so honest with you about everything, and then you are just lying to me.
That's the way to watch it, and you don't have to test me again, okay?
No, I need you to tell me why you would do that to me. I mean, I told you about my church. I shared so much stuff with you. It really hurts me that you would do that to me. That you would lie to me. That you would lie. Why would you think it's okay to lie to somebody about stuff and then ask me for money when you're not really in Ireland and you're not really a doctor?
Okay, you guys you started again. Don't you come up with negative thoughts like this before?
Yeah, I know, but now I know that you are in Nigeria. You're in Nigeria. You can video chat me right now so I can see your face.
Okay.
So you can tell me, so you can show me who you really are and tell me the truth.
Okay, what?
Yeah, I want you to show me the truth. I want to see who you really are. Who have I been talking to for 2.5 months?
All right, that's it. Now this one here, this one is just gonna make y'all's jaw drop because I can't believe this nigga was naive. She would have just got me out the initial first 1,200 and that would have been dead on it. But not him. This nigga ends up losing $67,000 and putting himself in debt. Not just him, but his dad too. Let's listen.
She said, I'm like the only hope. There's nobody else. She went to the hospital saying that one of her legs is messed up. It would need surgery. So she showed me an x-ray. Angie was healed in the mission.
Why do you think everyone's dying around her?
I don't know. She told me, like, I'm sorry that I couldn't get the money. I'm locked up. I need help to get bailed out. Okay, how much is it?
In today's episode, we help a man named Michael who is dealing with tragic issues related to his online romance. He's tried his hardest to keep the relationship alive after making a promise to his mother before her passing. This relationship has put him in debt, depression, and pushed him away from his friends.
I don't like him blaming his mom for him
truth about his
being in this fucked up
Let's jump into
situation.
this and try to help Michael out. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
I'm 42. I have an older sister. I have a niece and nephew and my goddaughter. So when it comes to me, it's all about family. I live with my dad and I take care of him. My dad is type 2 diabetic just like me, so we both use insulin. I gotta make sure that he's on top level of his insulin. My dad can't stab himself with the insulin on his own, so I had to do it for him. I gotta stay on top of all his medication that he takes. The longest relationship I had was like 6 months. I wasn't interested. I was just pretty much chasing other girls at the time. So you could say I'm a Casanova. As I got older, I realized like everybody else just getting.
Sir, Casanovas do not get scammed, G. They don't. Nigga, you were stressed out over this bitch. You talking about you a Casanova. I just don't. And then you blamed your mama for you meeting this ain't shit woman that ain't even real. I digress.
I'm a Casanova. As I got older, I realized like everybody else just get married, have kids, and it's time for me to grow up and be with someone who actually appreciate me.
And what type of women are you into?
As long as you take care of your health, because I have health issues, so that's the reason why I'm focused on losing weight. I want to have someone that's at least go to the gym 3 times a week.
What did you reach
So
out
you
to?
was a fat Casanova.
Peace of mind, closure, all of the above. I met this person online from OkCupid.
What's her name?
Maria Jordan Campbell.
Maria reaches out to you, or you reached out to her?
I reached out to her first. I just said, hi,
So
how you doing?
Son of a bitch. Normally these people reach out. So you caused this scam to happen because you was on OkCupid. Because, yeah, like all the other stories, we hear the person just randomly hit them up. Nope, it was you. So you asked for this too. Oh, boy.
I think you're cute. I know you're looking for a long-term relationship. I just want to talk to you. She was just easy to talk to. Like, she was just so, like, lively. I pretty much could talk to her all day, every day. And the conversation never get dull, which I'm attracted to that. She's short. I think she's between 4'11" to 5'3". She works out. She's also in the Navy. So she told me that she has no family. Her dad was in the Air Force.
Keep that in mind, y'all. She's in the military.
Her mom died like when she was in high school with cancer. I sort of connected to that. I lost family with cancer too.
What are your favorite qualities about Maria?
She knows the true meaning about family, and that's what we were trying to build on for the future. She's the reason why I went back to church. And it's like when me, we're going back to church. I'm like, okay. Say like if I'm sleeping and she don't hear from me at all, like the whole afternoon, she would call me and say like, I was just about to call the cops, call the emergency, see if you're okay. That little thing like that, I consider that was kind of cute. So she was worried about me. She's an E3, so she said she likes to clean house. She eat healthy food. I'm eating healthy food too, so it's like that's another connection there too.
Things move extremely fast in Michael and Maria's relationship. Within weeks, they were talking about marriage.
We talk about the wedding planning.
Mr. Casanova himself.
So sometime next year, we're gonna have a wedding.
Michael then began to open up about meeting this woman in person.
When she graduated high school, She joined the Navy because
Pause
her
it for a
dad was
second.
the Air Force. She's a
Yes, if you people know anything about being in the military, you're normally not broke because you can stay there and they give you housing and you can just stack your checks. There's also a known thing that if you trying to fly and there's a Navy, it's a military base, and wherever you're trying to go to, you could get on a flight for free. Just keep that in the back of y'all heads now.
petty officer
Have you seen photos of her like in her fatigues and stuff like that?
for Navy outfit, like on her right chest and Navy symbol on her left chest. Then some photos will be a name on the left and badges on the right.
You want to get this relationship off of text message and meet in person, right?
Correct. I've been nagging her every single time, like every week, every month. I was ready like to be fully committed to her, but at the same time, I spent so much money on a relationship. It's not even funny.
This is when it all started. Maria was able to get some time away from the Navy, and she agreed to come and visit Michael.
Hey,
She
Georgia
needed him to
girl.
purchase a $1,200 airline ticket from where she was stationed at in Virginia. Michael sent the funds to Maria, and she was ready to leave
pause.
the next day.
So she's in the military. She in Virginia, known military hotspot. They have flights leaving out of Virginia going across the country every single day. She wanted to see him in the New Yorker, but she didn't have the money. So she needed him to send $1,200. Now, sir, where you fucked up, it was actually sending her the money instead of buying the damn plane ticket yourself. See, because if you bought the plane ticket in your name and you registered her, there's no way she could have returned it or any of that shit. In fact, you could have took the motherfucker back if you wanted to. You like, bitch, get here how you found it. But no, his dumb ass sent the money first. Now let's see what happens afterwards.
Hey.
Oh, I was so thrilled. I was so ecstatic. You just don't even know. Like my day just lifted, and I finally got to see the dream person that I've always been looking for, and finally get to meet. I was actually in JFK Airport. She told me that she's on a plane on her way there. I look at the flight information. I was just waiting. Look at my watch. I was like, yes, can't wait. All the people just came out from the plane. No show. I didn't want to talk to her for the first few days since that happened.
Maria's excuse for not being on the plane was her daughter being in Michigan. She apologized to Michael for standing him up at the airport.
So, nigga, when you sent the money, she told you she was ready to leave the next day. She then told you she was actually on the plane. You took your dumb ass to the airport. She didn't show up. You said you didn't want to talk to her. When she apologized and said it's because she had to pick her daughter up, why you ain't cuss that bitch out? I'm just, how do you on a flight to New York, but you don't make it to New York because you had to get your daughter? All right, let's listen to what Casanova does after this.
And he eventually forgave her, but her requests for favors began to double.
A few days later, I text her up again. Says, I'm loaning you the money. Are you going to hold me back? I was like, yeah, don't worry. And then she tried to ask me to send her to Michigan, get tickets for her and her daughter to come so she could come back to New York.
What? Pause.
So she has a daughter?
No.
Nigga, you need to find out what happened to the first $1,200 for the ticket. She talking about send you to Michigan. Why didn't she claimed she didn't make it to New York because she had to go to Michigan, but she told you she was on the flight to New York. And none of this, you didn't remember any of this when she said, I gotta go to Michigan. Bitch, you claimed you was already there. So I just sent you, so why do you need any more money from me if I've already given you $1,200 and you didn't buy the ticket? Bitch, fly Spirit.
Biological daughter, her cousin, her aunt was killed by her husband. So she was gonna bring her grandmother to New York so they could stay with her for a while. I'm like, okay. That's fine with me. Then I got a text saying that the taxi got in an accident and they're both in the hospital. She went to the hospital.
She milking Casanova.
One of her legs is messed up. It would need surgery. So she showed me an x-ray. And I also gave her like $1,500. I spent $550 to get her.
Pause it, Gabe. Let me point out something else. Yeah, if she's in the military, she has great insurance. That no need for that. They would have taken her to the VA. And she wouldn't have had to spend money for the ambulance, the $500. So you're listening to this woman tell you she doesn't have any insurance if you're having to pay for all of this shit out of pocket. And why are you a nigga that just met her paying all of this shit out of pocket? You don't know this bitch. But yes, sir, she's in the military. She got great insurance. Every person in the military got insurance. It's kind of a job perk. Gabe, you got anything, Gabe? This is normal to you, Gabe?
And transferred to another location. I sent her money for her surgery when it took place at. It's like my whole check just goes towards her to support what she needs.
Michael had already spent $10,000 on plane tickets and Maria's hospital fees. Every time she would make requests for money, Michael would send it through Cash App to people who claimed to be Maria's friends.
Here's the thing, it's been occurring like every paycheck from every month. I sent her money. Angie and Maria are like best friends. They know each other for 7 years. Well, I find out that Angie was killed in the mission.
Why do you think everyone's dying?
Yeah, somebody else died?
No.
Maria's problems never came to an end. She told Michael that she was going to pay all of his money back and she was on her way to the bank. But she
unfortunately pot at the end of the rainbow.
An argument with an employee at the bank about her account being frozen.
She told me, I'm sorry that I couldn't.
Gabe, whoever this scammer is good. You gotta give it to him. Send me some money for a ticket. I'm coming to see you. Why you ain't pull up? Oh, I had to go see my daughter. Could you send me some more money so I could go there? All right. Then when I get there, hey, I need some more money so you could buy me, my daughter, and my grandma a plane ticket so we can come see you and we're gonna stay with you, even though he's staying with his dad. Okay, fuck it. Okay, give him the money. Wow. We're headed to the airport. Now there's a car wreck where I need all my medical bills paid. Then after that, we're gonna go a step further. I'm finna go to the bank so I can pay you all the money you done gave back, and I end up arrested. She's good, Gabe. Give her props. Yeah, you ain't got nothing, Gabe? Daddy. Oh, no, see. Huh?
Oh, shit, I didn't realize I was on mute this whole time.
Yeah, I just noticed it when I called you the second time.
Shit. My bad.
Yeah, well, if you want to do to stop the feedback, you just, I think you mute the screen sharing and it'll still play out of your regular mic.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it's been a while.
Can I get the money? I'm locked up. I need help to get bailed out. Okay, how much is it for the bill? And she would say like $1,300. She said, I'm like the only hope. There's nobody else that's not helping her. And I really need you to help me. And my logic is just kind of support if that's gonna be my spouse. So, like as a kind gentleman would do. It got to the point I couldn't make my car payments. I financed my car. I was behind, and the bank took my car, so I owe them almost 11 grand as well. Every month I'm putting in my money, my hard-earned money to support her. Whatever that she needs, I got her. You can add $4,000 every month into that she collect. Started doing that since January until now. And that's the reason why my credit score is 450, roughly.
Where is all this money coming from?
That's all overtime. I work at the hospital.
How much money have you sent to her altogether?
You really want to know? From credit cards maxed out, about a little bit over 67K. Struggling eating. I try to rationalize, and I make sure there's enough food for.
She done fucked this man life up.
Has this affected your ability to take care of your dad?
Yeah.
What do you do for your dad?
To help him with the bills for rent, stuff like that.
And you haven't been doing that?
For the past few months, no.
Why?
Because I was trying to take care of her, but at the same time, I put a little money on the side. I'll have like 200 there for food. I just don't eat.
Ramen noodles for
I
life.
just make sure he's eating.
Asking for money right now.
Correct. She wanted to pick up the little girl on Wednesday because she has no money to fly to Michigan to get that little girl.
So she wants you to pay for her to fly.
Basically, yeah.
In order for us to look into this for you, you got to do some. You got to make it a point to do something nice for your dad this weekend, okay?
No problem. I'll keep my word on that.
Smother him.
No,
Put him out of
no
misery.
more. Michael was unfortunately in
So
the
he doesn't have to
cycle
do
of
stupid-ass
sending money
son.
to Maria. And this weekend, we were focused on
I know
breaking
daddy
that
disappointed like a
cycle. Instead of
motherfucker.
sending funds to Maria for another plane ticket, he promised us to do something nice for his father.
I know he loved to eat, so I was like, I'm gonna take him to a restaurant. And I know he loved the Lakers, so I'm gonna probably get him a jersey or something.
No.
He's a big Lakers fan, and I'm a big Knicks fan, so.
Our team put our heads together and dug into everything Michael was able to provide on Maria. After a few days of researching, it was time to let him know the truth. But before we go further, if you're having second thoughts about your online lover, reach out to us. We can help you find answers. Our email is sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so much.
Well, are you ready for today then?
Yeah. If she lies, I'll just cut her off completely. Because she sounds so genuine.
Nigga, she been pause.
Day in, day out. She would blow kisses.
This nigga said if she lies, I just cut her off. Nigga, she lied when she told you she was ready to leave the next day and told you she was on said plane, which made your dumb ass go to JFK.
She lied when she responded to you, sir.
Man, this nigga's.
And that's worse ever since my mom passed away 4 years ago. You know, I promised
Mom?
my mom
I'll follow anything.
to be in a relationship.
Today, we're going to put all of that.
He promised his mama he was going to be in a
We're
relationship
going to give you answers, okay?
Okay.
at the expense of making his
Marie
dad
and
not
I, we
eat.
looked at all of the information you had provided. We had both been working on your investigation together. And what we would like to do is break down all of the reasons that Maria had requested money from you.
The main thing that she was telling me that she has bank issue and all the banks lock her out, so she couldn't even draw any type of money from her account. Sick to health, rich to poor. I gotta support the person. She's telling me like when she comes to New York, whatever the bills I had, she gonna pay that off and pay me the money back that I sent her.
We researched the image of the bank account.
Sir, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, sir? How in the fuck she gonna pay you back all this money, but she ain't never have any of this money when you met the bitch? Didn't she go to jail last time because she said she got to arguing about her accounts being locked? And she still ain't made it to New York yet. Your dumb ass keeps sending money. I guess her leg was healed when she went to jail, huh?
He should be put in jail for
for being such a dumbass.
This is a photoshopped image of a bank account that we found, believe it or not, a Jeep Wrangler forum. It's a public blog. We also found that same exact image on TikTok and Reddit. So it seems like this image has been passed around.
She sent you a social security number. Can you tell me why she sent you that?
I guess to put me at ease.
Michael, we use a tool.
You can look that up easy.
But you can look it up easy, crew. But who gives a motherfucker they don't know? I ain't giving nobody my social security number to prove that I'm real. I don't know you. Do you know what people can do with social security numbers?
That's the worst thing to give someone.
So in order for her to prove to you that she real and she ain't scamming you, she sent you a fake social security number.
I'd rather she just give me some pussy. That'd be proof enough for me.
Yes, pull up. That's how I know you real.
That confirms if a social security number exists and is valid. We found that this is a valid number. It was issued in Pennsylvania. And from this info, the person that owns this number would be anywhere from 73 to 78 years old.
Say I thought they were dead, probably. But yeah, close enough.
Look at the statue of a fool. Let me pull it off.
Yeah.
He finna cry.
And then she also sent you some x-rays, right?
Yeah. Show me the picture of her leg. So I'm thinking maybe in a hospital she got her leg wrapped up, something like that. So I'm assuming the way on the picture looked legit. I'm not a professional in the medical field, so I can't tell.
I thought you work in the hospital.
He must clean up. Everybody that work in the hospital ain't in the medical field. Brooks, send me your social.
Most of these images were attached to Pinterest accounts.
This person you're talking to went to this Pinterest account, downloaded the files, and then created this story and said, hey, this is my leg.
You sent over 3 different images and all 3 belong to different people, not even the same person.
I'm just so...
Michael, I just want to say that I'm so proud of you for not sending that money over the weekend, and
he didn't have it.
You're taking your dad out and you're getting back to your responsibility.
He didn't do it.
I have 2 more.
What a LeBron jersey.
That is pretty much going to close the casket on all of this.
He doesn't have money for a LeBron jersey. He has like a money
we read all the images that you sent over to us.
I can remember another Laker.
And we found exact matches. We did find the real identity.
They all the same price.
And her name is not Maria. Her real name is Courtney.
Derek Fisher jersey.
She's in the U.S. Navy, and she lives in Maryland.
Okay.
You are in a romance scam. None of these stories that Maria or these fantasies that she's created ended up to be true. She isolated herself, and that's why there were so many murders and people dying. And this person that you're talking to is essentially creating a movie, and you're the main character and the star of the movie.
You the Captain Save-A-Ho.
Like you were the only person that could save them from whatever danger that they were in.
Simp, the documentary.
You were told that take a woman's work through words, through fiction. I felt like that person is going to be honest with you.
Stop the cap. Niggas lie every day, B.
I was raised through a mom. You
said you was a Casanova.
They meant it. Like yes means yes, no means no. Just take by the word, don't take that for granted. And ever since then, it's always been me.
Forgot everything.
Michael, this is what we call a military romance scam. It's basically when somebody claims they're overseas, they don't have any family, they have family members, friends that have died, they're alone. They also reach out on behalf of needing funds for food, money, internet, they need a phone. You know, this just isn't true. People in the military have access to a phone. They're able to video chat, they're able to call. They don't need money. They're completely
and it's all for free.
Unfortunately,
they got rooms set up for that shit.
Sweet kind person,
This
and,
chick's growing on me.
it's obvious you have a giving heart.
I think she's married.
The
Well,
type
no,
of person that the
I don't
scammer
know if
looks
that's
for
the
to take
this the one with
advantage
the
of.
glasses, right? I don't know if she's
We
married.
got
or
you
not.
over a link.
It's
What
this other
Maria
lady that's
didn't
on there.
know
She's
was
married to
that
the
when she
guy
clicked
that
on the link, we were
owns
going to be
the
able to grab her
website.
IP address. She clicked on it
So
twice.
it's a couple that
To no
does this.
surprise, we saw 2 clicks from Nigeria.
African
And
There we
the
go.
first click came from Abuja, and the
Son
second
of a
one came
bitch,
from Lagos.
Gabe.
What?
Sucks.
We done heard of Bougie twice.
Yep.
The Queen River, the Rivers Queen, they scamming over there in Abuja. I don't know if you know this, but they scamming. And he might not even been talking to a woman.
Probably not. Most likely
But
not.
he said they've been texting. They ain't never said they had a FaceTime or phone chat or nothing. It's just texts. Because he said, I texted a couple of days after she stood me up and stole $1,200. Now that's a conversation you should have had on the phone. But we back in the Abuja. More scammers in Nigeria. Interesting.
It really is. Nothing I could do now.
He finna kill himself.
What's the
People
next
were
steps
asking
for
for
you?
follow-ups in the comments on this one too. Dude,
Just trying to put myself back together, but it's not gonna be
She's
easy.
fucking
Since
whoop
I'm
her
dead.
ass.
But
he
you
sound like it's over.
do have real relationships in the real world, and that's what you need to get back to.
It's not gonna be easy. I can tell you that. Unfortunately, I work at 2 shifts a month, so it's not the same.
There is
The weird fucked up thing with these things is like, even though they know that this person's like a scammer now, you end up missing
talking to them.
Yeah, that person you thought they were.
Yep, because they consumed a lot of your damn time.
Yeah, so you're missing a person that doesn't even exist anymore, or never existed. To tell you the truth.
a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't want you to walk away from this call feeling like you're in such a dark place and we just came and dumped all this information on you. Today, you can be positive about how you're moving forward because, A, you're not sending her any more money. You're gonna have way more time in your day. You don't have to work overtime. Your credit can get repaired. You can get a new car, but these emotional damages that she's bringing you every single day are now gone. You can fix that today. You can block her, move on, and live a positive life.
I appreciate that. Really, I really do.
Yeah, he can get his credit fixed in a new car, maybe when he's like 90 years old.
You made an effort just to try to get my life back to normal. But being that much debt, it's gonna take years to recover.
I was catfished by filters. The person was real. Even though they used their daughter's name.
Personal background that it is tough. I've had some bad credit in the past. You know, not too many people know mine and my husband's story, but we actually were on a homeless program.
It is her. She just looks
started
different
this
with glasses.
It makes you feel like there's a dark cloud over your head and there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but there is. And actually, the next step here is we'd like to meet with you again on Monday. We want to review the financial information. We want to see if there's recourse for you.
I accept that.
At this
Keep
point,
your head
what
up,
can you
Michael.
do?
We're gonna check in with you on Monday, okay?
Thank you so much. Really do. Thank you.
No problem. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
You know, most likely they're checking in just to make sure his ass is still alive. Don't tell me you sent her money. Don't tell me you sent her money.
Michael, what's going on, man? It's Drew.
Hey Joe, how's everything?
Good. So
Why he sound so sad?
So I talked to Drew today, and
Why do you
so
think?
I wanted to give you some resources.
It's
to
the
help you
next
get
day,
started in the right
Gabe.
direction. So first
Say
off, like
hello,
you know, I
please.
know like you were super brave to talk about you having depression in the past, and so what we want to do
They
is we
cut
want to
that out.
provide you with some counseling that we pay for 100%. So we want to get you access to, a licensed psychiatrist that you can talk to on a weekly basis for at least for the next 3 months, and then we'll foot the bill for that.
Okay.
The girl's IP address that she was contacting him from was in Abuja, Nigeria.
And just like, how are you going to take care of things? And so what we want to do is we want to get you some debt counseling, either consolidating all your debt so that it's actually manageable for you, so that you're not.
See, that's how he bounces back, Gabe. Just filed bankruptcy.
The basic amount of bills that you have, and being able to consolidate that, or even maybe going down the route of filing bankruptcy, which we would take care of that for you.
Well, he has to. I mean, these people have to kind of give this to him because they're making money off of him in a sense. So it makes sense.
They don't have to. He reached out to them. This nigga reached out to them saying, "Can y'all help me? I think I'm being scammed." Instead of just stop sending the damn money.
It's probably just to clear the.
And they did this for free per se, when a private investigator would have charged them some money. If you would have went to a private investigator.
Yeah, true. Yeah, good point.
How are things going for you now?
I just feel stupid. That's all.
Yep, that's happened.
You are.
Yeah, I just feel stupid and emotional.
Don't cry, G. Don't cry.
This is temporary, my dude. If you need things in the future, you have questions, you just want to call us and chat, like, we're here for you.
Thank you.
It's a fucking empty feeling.
Like, and our team's always here. So like, this doesn't mean this is the end of our relationship.
Did you block her, Michael?
Yes, I did.
How's it feel?
No, he did.
Relief. A little bit less frustrated. One step at a time.
Yeah, 100%, one step at a time.
Thank you.
No problem. Talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right, bye. It's just gonna take.
I sent you the last one,
That's
Gabe.
why,
another one.
Now this last one is.
Yeah. So we'll just get it in the morning.
It's the wildest one to me.
It's tough.
Okay.
Like
I did this one because there's not a lot of men that get catfished. Well, on their channel, it ain't a lot of men that I watched about 15 episodes. I think it was only 2 guys that got scammed. One was a grandpa, and this guy who's 40 and supposed to know better. Most of them are women. And I ain't that. They women that are dating outside their league.
Oh, that happened.
This one. Yeah, they dating outside their league, but then she'll say shit like, "I'm used to dating attractive men." When? This the last one, y'all. We're getting up out of here.
But not for dating.
This been on my head for the past couple of days, and I said, "Fuck Charleston White for a second. Let me do this."
He was trying to get bigger, and so then he started calling me Megara, which is Hercules' wife. So, yeah, that's our nicknames for one another. Like 6'4", 250 pounds, muscular, tattoos all over his chest. Father of 1, has a clothing line, civil engineer, a fitness buff because he works out, God-fearing, easy on the eyes. He's very good looking, but that really wasn't, I'm not impressed by that just because.
See, they still ain't show what she looked like yet.
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented
They
by
cut it real quick. I'm used to dating attractive men. They laughed at their part. That's why they cut it so quick.
Her online relationship with a man she met on Instagram named Steven. The two have been communicating.
Let's look at Lakeisha right quick.
And phone calls.
She don't look like that picture.
Sending money to meet this man in person, but he always has
them don't look like the same people.
Able to, and something just always seems to get in the way. Lakeisha has come to us to verify his true identity. She is mad.
There go Lakeisha.
And desperately.
She's sitting on camera with no bra on.
Guys, don't forget.
Like, bitch, like you knew you was finna get on this show, and this what you did.
And she's in the standard YouTube office. Her car.
The car.
The car.
I hate doing live. Like, the only time I will do a live in a car is if it's a fucking road trip.
Yep.
Help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
Hi, social catfish. My name is Lakeisha. I used to play lacrosse, so I actually coach lacrosse.
Okay, she was little back then. She must have
I played
been
in college.
19.
My daughter actually is going to want to play lacrosse in college. I've been married and divorced 3 times. I don't have
No shit.
I would say.
So wait a minute, Gabe. So the first lady we seen, she was married 5 times, and this lady had been married and divorced 3 times, and they still looking for love. Like y'all just don't get it.
I'm 41.
You're
I've
not
never
gonna give
married,
up?
but I'm pretty sure, just by statistics, probably not looking good for me. Probably not gonna happen.
Then was
You got to play the percentages,
African
people.
American, light skin, construction worker, not really educated, high school dropout. My second ex-husband was short, Caucasian and Jewish, had an associate's degree, very smart, used to work
Yeah,
on
when she
Wall
was
Street,
young, them
had
titties
lots
done
of
dropped.
and more so was into fitness. My next ex-husband was older than me, and he is Greek, and he was a carpenter. My son's father,
Greek, Jewish, and
we're
non-educated.
just friends. I didn't really want to be with him, but whatever. And we're still really great friends, and we co-parent really, really well. And he's African American. He too is older.
So you weren't married to him, you just was fucking him. So wait a minute.
17.
So you married the light-skinned nigga, you married the white guy, the Jewish guy, you married the Greek white guy. But when it came to the old brother, y'all just was fucking. Y'all just was fucking. All right, then.
Classic relationship.
10 years younger than me.
Colorism?
He's like 6'8", Puerto Rican, black, played basketball. I don't go on dating websites. So again, I'm kind of like really a novice to online dating. Like I have family and friends that do it. To me, it's always just seems scary.
Diva, pause it, Gabe. Diva, no correlation between these two. I just was going down a rabbit hole and this shit interests me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a reaction to some of this shit. No relation at all. None at all. I'm gonna let them people enjoy their birthday instead of coming under my comments and shit. And telling folk they riding their husband face. Y'all married like that. Y'all got 5 fucking kids. We know y'all fucking. It's about the only thing y'all good for. We know this, but no correlation, no relation to the catfish and Loma. No relation. So I do, Sheeta, I do need you to stop copying me though. Can you like do anything original without seeing me do it first? It don't look good, and your woman doesn't like you. And you keep reminding this bitch of me. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but you literally keep reminding this bitch about me. I need you to. What was your response? Cause you watched the video, nigga. Cause that's why you came under my comment section. It's not many times I've had 3 channels since this fallout. You know how many times I've been under y'all videos? 0. Don't care what you're talking about. And the only reason I knew that you had did my local, which McCall is because I had to go to your channel, subscribe for a second so that I could add you. It's the only way you can add them if they ain't subscribed. So I subscribed to you, added you, unsubscribed, and as soon as the video went off, notice I took y'all's name out of it. I just added y'all for the attention initially. And what y'all dumbass do? Come under the fucking video. Stupid.
This person reached out to me on Instagram, which is a platform that I use all the time, but not for dating or anything. Which is funny because usually people don't pop up in my inbox. So I guess I've been.
It was probably him that put it up, E. Brooks.
Date anybody, or I'm looking for anybody to date.
Them niggas share a YouTube channel and don't do no couple shit together.
So the man that I've been speaking to, his name is Steven. Like 6'4", 250 pounds, muscular, tattoos all over his chest.
Did it skip back?
African American, well, not African American.
Oh, did I accidentally?
Canada.
Wait.
Father.
No.
Has a clothing line, civil engineer.
I could have sworn we heard this. It don't matter though.
Yeah,
Fuck
we
it.
did.
He
Huh.
works out, God-fearing.
Don't worry about it.
Easy on the eyes. He's very good-looking, but that really wasn't like I'm not.
Yep, because I remember the nigga eating grapes.
I've had a lot of
Yeah.
attractive men. I said, so what made you decide to be on me? Your wonderful and gorgeous smile and your tender-looking face pecked my interest that allowed me to contact you.
And she fucking these text
Yeah,
messages
I
up
mean,
reading.
definitely the first month of conversations were just like, what do I want in my future? I'd love to travel, and he is very romantic in terms of like what he says and texts about. I have held on tightly to the hope that this blessing will be bestowed upon me to find that one special woman, or should I say beloved partner in life, with whom I can share everything, unite my heart, body, and soul. I'm searching for someone who I can live the rest of my days and years with, someone who can spend time together with the family, kids, and friends, someone who will love me and accept my son Richard into her life and treat him like her own as well. I would like to meet someone who complements my personality. Good conversation is very important, and fun activities I am definitely interested in. She has to be able to make me laugh. Family-oriented, friends, and outdoors needs to be important to that person. Another commonality is that we're both kind of silly. Like, oh, I can't wait till like we're walking through a house and like, you catch me looking at you, or, we're at a hotel and we do something silly and we're laughing so hard, running through the hotel back to the room, and people are like, what's wrong with you people? Like, so stuff like that. He just seemed like someone nice to talk to, someone that was caring, somewhat intelligent. I call him Hercules because he was always working out, was because he was trying to get bigger. And so then he started calling me Megara, which is Hercules' wife. So that's our nicknames for one another. Granted, sometimes they'll call me Cupcake or Queen. But has an accent, like a Jamaican or Canadian accent. I'm not quite sure which accent it is, but definitely speaks English and French. I feel like I haven't talked to you in so long.
Yeah, that's true.
I said, how are you feeling, babe?
Okay, what about you?
How's your energy?
Okay.
Have you been back to the gym too?
So, I've been back Thursday.
Why you sound so sad?
I'm sad.
What did you eat today?
I just had some pizza.
So you still didn't pay your phone bill?
Yeah, that's why I'm using the Wi-Fi.
Mr. Charismatic here.
I couldn't come up for the rest of it. I just had to send the money to Grandma Richard.
That's really how you get off the phone with me?
Okay, how are you?
I love you too. I don't get I love you anymore. I don't get I miss you anymore. You're falling off, babe. You're falling off.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's all right. I'm going to spank you. This'll be okay.
Within the first 2 weeks of Lakeisha chatting with Steven, he was shaping up to be everything she wanted. Handsome, loving, and listened. He even made an effort to start a relationship with Lakeisha's daughters.
I had some issues with one of my daughters, and so he's actually reached out to her and talked to her. He's sat on the phone and listened to me vent about trying to figure out what to do about my daughter. He's friends with both of my daughters on Instagram.
Wait, hold on.
That's weird.
That's exactly. I would say, oh, that's cute. I'd be, oh, that's fucking creepy. I haven't even met you yet.
I ain't met you yet, and you online looking for my daughters, talking to my daughters. But she had to have, her dumb ass had to have disclosed all that information for him to even be able to find her.
Very true. Man.
Do y'all know any of my kids' name other than Grayson? I talk about them all the time. I just don't say their names.
I
But
just
y'all know I
know him
have a
as
junior.
the 19-year-old
Y'all
or
do know I have
20-year-old.
the 20-year-old, the 15-year-old, 11-year-old.
That's it.
But
I
I
know
think
my
everybody
ages.
knows the 11-year-old is the junior because I've complained about if I wanted the junior, I'd have had it on the first one. I never wanted a junior because I believe in kids having their own identity. And I don't want them to be judged by the fucked up shit I did because the name the same.
My youngest daughter talks to him, like we'll send him. He definitely cares enough about.
So you put your daughter in the line of fire when he got through fucking with you.
Give really good input.
That's kind of hurt. No, that's a bad mom mistake.
Yeah, you put, because all he has to do is create another profile just like that and get your daughter the same way. He's already had conversations with her. He already knows about it.
Be easy pickings.
Input and advice.
But then Steven started to ask for money.
The first time Steven asked me for money, I think was probably like maybe 2 weeks into talking to him, and he asked
They don't
for
waste
money
no
for his
time.
cell phone bill.
Everybody need their cell phone bill paid.
You know, the money for the cell phone bill. Then he kind of asked, like, oh, it was Richard's birthday because he wanted to send his son a gift because allegedly his son is staying with his grandmother.
You send him a fucking Porsche.
So you talking to this man who's a bodybuilder, got all this shit going on for himself, and he needs you to help him get his son a birthday present. And you
I thought he had a
that was
clothing line.
He got a lot of shit, dude. He's very successful according to all the shit that she said. Now, he's very, very successful. He got like 10 things going. Very, very successful though. He needs you to send him some money for his son's birthday. This wasn't already pre-planned. He didn't have nothing planned for his kid's birthday. Damn it. I'm done, guys. I'm trying to delete this shit.
Bank accounts because his ex-girlfriend like stole a bunch of his money and he has to prove his identity, and so they put a hold on his account.
Have y'all noticed all these people's accounts are locked for some reason?
In Maryland, and he can't leave to go back to Indiana or Texas. So it was like a Bitcoin address, a weird long address.
After Lakeisha sent the money, she found several different social media accounts with Steven's face on them. This left her confused on if Steven is truthful about being who he claims to be.
So on Instagram, there's the Steven Melee account. Then there's also the Winmark. And then there's I think it's a Winmark exclusive, which is like the clothing line. So there are 3 Instagram accounts. Now on Facebook, there is Winmark Emil Jr. Then there's also a bunch of accounts that I found on TikTok. But it's interesting because he claims that all of the other pages are run by quote unquote his account manager. Like his manager runs his other accounts.
You should be asking a manager for money.
Like he doesn't upload the info on those accounts and he doesn't monitor those accounts. I've confronted him with these different websites. With the different profiles and, gotten this story like, you should know by now why I do these things, why I didn't put my full name in there, why I don't put my original date of birth on the internet and other things. I told you all of that before. He gets kind of like annoyed. And I said, so what's your born day zodiac? He goes, what do you mean? And I said, Libra or Scorpio. And he says, Libra. I said, so why does it say Scorpio? And he's like, no reason. And I put question mark. I stay in contact because I think he's a good person, right? From what he says and just the interactions that we have.
Steven's request for money never came to an end. He has made it clear if Lakeisha wants to pursue this relationship, she will need to support him. He feels like he is being attacked even after sending his ID, grandmother's address, and photos of his son.
There's all kinds of like stories like, oh, can you get a bank account? And can I give you a check from my inheritance? So he can't leave his job site until he pays off his debt.
Good job, my guy. Make her pay what she weigh.
When I said, I think that you're a scammer. you know, he's like, oh, I'm so insulted. He's definitely gotten like angry, where his tone has changed, and you could like where he seemed like he wants to be bossy. Usually, you know, if we have an argument, you know, he's kind of like, we won't go to sleep mad, and so we kind of just talk it out.
Lakeisha still believes her and Steven can figure this thing out and make this relationship work after we are able to confirm that he is this man in these photos.
It means a lot to me in terms of self-exploration and trust and really discovering what I have. Like, what I will say that this relationship has done for me is let me experience that there are men that are romantic, right?
We can throw that shit
There
out the
are
window.
men that want to be family oriented, right? So if anything, it has helped me raise the standards of what I want out of a relationship. I definitely feel fondly to this person. I definitely care about this person. If Steven is the real person, I'd probably feel really happy and relieved. But I would be happy to know that he was really a person and that he was sincere. And so the things that he's been saying or continuously saying were sincere and not just like ongoing stories.
After we received this message from Lakeisha, our team sat down to go over everything.
So this is Lakeisha and Steven. I know you guys looked into her files. Did any of it stand out?
Yeah, so she's aware that he has multiple accounts. She's been communicating with this profile, which has 19,000 followers. David and Brianne are out this week, so it's up to us to crack this case and find the real man in the photos.
We got it. We can take care of it.
Maybe we can send something to Thelma, which is Steven's grandma, and hopefully she can contact us back.
Yeah, I can write up a letter and have it reviewed by the lovely research team. Hopefully that letter gets her to contact us.
Yeah, maybe I can try to talk to Steven through my personal account.
Okay.
See what I can get.
Yeah.
Cool. The next day, Bree and Virginia got straight to work. They needed to dig in and find out who the real man in these photos was.
All right, so we got to look into Steven's profile for Lakeisha. His Instagram page is one of the most believable pages I've ever seen. He literally has over 18,000 followers.
Okay, I can see why Lakeisha thinks that Steven's real. Let's check it out.
Check it out.
Wow, 18.9.
And 27 posts. He's a father of one, single, God first. Look at that. He joined in 2012, but he changed his username over 10 times.
That's crazy, over 10?
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should follow him and see how far back his posts go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
No more
So
than
I
a year.
followed him too. And guess what?
He accepted you.
Yes, he did.
I love that.
Yeah, let's go.
Let me see. Oh.
Hit Truth Cash App, yeah.
Okay, so when was that post?
March 3rd, 2021.
Interesting. Okay. Should we send him a DM and see if he responds?
Let's do it.
So what are you gonna say?
Hey, daddy.
Hey, daddy.
This bitch.
So now that we have access to his IG, is there any way we can pull those photos and look them up?
Yeah, we can run a reverse image search. Yep. Complete. 466 exact matches.
He's a popular guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, I found him. Here he is, Widmark Emil. He's a model. He does fitness. He's an actor as well. It looks like he has a clothing line too.
How many followers does he have?
199K. Ooh.
All this stuff just him. Somebody
Way more
close,
pictures,
if I'm not
way
mistaken.
more likes.
Yeah, looks like it.
Has 474 posts. Did the fake one get back to you?
Let's see. He did.
What did he say?
He said, LOL, hello, what's up?
Message him back.
Okay. Oh, what should I say?
Just chilling.
Yeah. I'm just chilling. What about you?
Ask him where he's from.
You don't know the same back. Have you never talked to a guy before?
Really long
Well, she is
hair,
Asian.
yeah.
It's long. This is like identical to Lakeisha's chats with him.
Doesn't that sound very
That's
familiar?
crazy. Did he copy and paste it?
But just change the location?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Let's leave it there for now. Maybe we can get a call from him or bait him into a call with us.
Okay.
Good job, y'all.
Yeah. High five.
If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so much. It was now time to sit down with Lakeisha and go over everything that we found. Lakeisha, how's everything going?
Great.
Are you ready for today?
I'm just hoping to, at this point, just to find out who this person really is.
We read through all of your messages that you sent us, and it just seemed like he's brought nothing but problems to you. Why do you continue to put up with this?
I think now it was more just to see like who he was. Like I just really want to find out who you are, where you're located, and so I could just be done. Like I would have loved for him to be real and to be sincere, because I would hate what I would hate is for somebody to actually play that kind of emotional game on somebody. So like in my heart of hearts, it's like, okay, I would love for this person to be genuine.
Before we even searched anything, I just felt like the guy was just verbally abusive towards you. So I just personally think that you should cut him off, whether you believe he's real or not. The messages between Lakeisha and Steven were filled with him just guilt tripping her to send money. He claimed that his ex stole money and that's why he needed it. He would tell Lakeisha all the time that she overcomplicated things. I mean, this guy needed money for almost everything. It was either his grandmother was sick or he needed a new phone. Steven made every problem that he had Lakeisha's problem too. We had to get Lakeisha to realize that this man was a fraud. But let's get into some of the searches that we ran.
Yeah, so the first search we ran was the phone number, and we found that it had a high fraud score, and it's also a VoIP number, which is pretty much just a
Voice over
disposable
IP.
phone number that anyone can get to conceal their identity.
The next thing that we looked into was the wallet with his ID.
Photoshop.
Right away, we could tell that there was something weird going on with the photo, and we popped it into our image search and we were able to get a few hits. We found that this photo was actually on a website that sold wallets. What this person did was take this photo of this ID, Photoshop it into the wallet, and then made it seem like he took a photo of his wallet and then sent it to you.
Definitely weird. Definitely. But you only do that if you're trying to scam people, right? Because the average person doesn't just do that to do it.
If you're wondering if you're communicating with a romance scammer, one indicator is if they send you an ID, passport, or driver's license. These documents are intended to deceive victims into believing they are interacting with a real person. In about 70% of the cases we investigate, victims receive some form of identification, and we advise you to block this person immediately. Next was Thelma. So Steven claimed that Thelma was his grandmother, right?
What's up, y'all?
So he never addresses his grandmother, his granny, as Thelma. Basically, it was like, oh, send this to Granny, to this address for Granny, and I'm like, okay, so what's the name? And so that was the name. Granny supposed it was like 73, 74, and the rings he had me sent was because he lost Granny's ring from her husband and he was replacing it because
She bought this nigga some rings.
Why did he have the rings in the first place, if that
So
was the case?
what we did was we reached out to Thelma
No,
and we sent her.
no, stop it, Gabe. Stop it, Gabe. That's a pertinent question. Did she send money for rings, or did she buy rings? And I'm like, you, why the fuck he got his grandma ring? She ain't dead yet. He ain't married.
I don't know, man.
And he doesn't live with Granny, does he?
Probably.
Like, so this shit just, a lot of this shit doesn't make sense. I guess that's why I ain't got catfish like this. I say like this because y'all will say I got catfish. Yes, it was filters and stuff though. I seen that woman titties. Hey, none of these people said they seen nothing like that. They get Instagram videos showed to them and shit.
And then they get all pissed off.
Her husband text me. What you talking about, wife? So I know she was real.
Why can't someone's past be the past? And say bullshit like that.
Her a letter in the mail. We actually mailed it to her address. We put our email and contact information onto this note. A person that claims they're not Thelma emailed us back. I want to inform you that I do not know anyone by the name of Steven. I remember he sent a friend request on Facebook, but I blocked him. I never became friends with this person. Speaking of the rings that were purchased on Amazon.com, I never got any gift from him or a promise ring at all. I never received a package from him. I only remember the friend request on Facebook back in 2021. But since then, I have never heard of this person. She also claimed that she doesn't know anybody by the name of Thelma, but when we received this email, it was from Thelma, a person named Thelma. You know, there could be a million scenarios about who Thelma is, but I can tell you that she is not Steven's grandmother.
It's from the person at that address.
Correct.
Okay.
When we ran searches, we found out that she's 40 years old. We also found her Facebook page. And what was interesting is the picture of the little boy that
Grandma 40
to be his son was actually on her Facebook page. And we believe that that is actually her son.
Right. So that makes sense, right? Because he would have pulled Thelma, right?
Right.
We had our search specialist, Virginia, reach out to Steven from her Instagram account, and she chatted with him for a few days.
So when Virginia asked him if he was in a relationship, he said that he was single and he's actually looking to date someone.
This was actually the third or fourth message that Virginia got from Steven. And just let me know if it sounds familiar. So he says, here's a little about myself. My name is Steven, only male, child of my parents, African-American, Canadian by nationality. I was born in Montreal, Canada. That's why I have that tattoo on my chest saying where I'm from. It also corresponded with 514, but I'm raised in Jamaica till I was 15 when I moved to the States. I just go with anything. He doesn't have a favorite color. He likes anything that matches with red, black, and white. And his best food is chicken. Don't ask me what kind of chicken. Yes, everything. Boiled, roasted, fried.
The same exact response.
Same emojis. What he's doing is he's copying and pasting these. Yes. When Virginia was communicating with Steven, it was obvious that he was going off a script. He would send a 3-letter message and then follow up with these long, extensive messages. I mean, they would come in so fast, it was humanly impossible for someone to have typed all of this out. Not to mention, we compared the messages that Virginia received to the ones that Steven was sending Lakeisha, and they were identical.
I'd run a reverse image search for the images of Steven. The real man in the photos is actually 30 years old. Of course, we know Thelma can't be his grandmother with that age gap. And we also did see that he does have a son, but he's very young. He's only 4 months old. So quite a few discrepancies in his story.
We've come to the conclusion that this is a romance scam. Widmark, he's a victim just like you. He has nothing to do with this scam. He's never met you or spoken to you. We even searched up his photos and found fake profiles all over the internet. Steven was lying about everything. The age of the account and the amount of followers it had was one reason Lakeisha was sure about Steven being truthful about his identity. The profile has been around for over a decade and has scammed countless women out of money. Yet for some reason, it still exists. When we looked into who Steven was following, his list was filled with thousands of older women. Why do you think Steven's profile has been able to stay on Instagram's platform for so long? What do you think that Instagram can do to create a safer environment for its users? Let us know in the comment section below. So what's going on through your mind right now?
Pretty pissed. Like, you know, basically pissed, annoyed, you know, disgusted, right? And I think I'm just disgusted more so, like, I think from human nature, right? Like playing with so many people's emotions. And to me, that means you must be a real narcissist, right? Because again, first of all, I don't have that many, like, from a person that has a life.
As opposed to a fake narcissist.
I don't know who has enough time or who can even keep enough of these conversations straight to copy and paste all day, right? I don't know. Like, this has to be your career, because if you have other things going on, you can't do this. So it's just kind of like, it's disgusting. I'm pissed, like, because again, I think you played on my compassion, you played on my willingness to want to believe you, even when you knew that there were points where I doubted you, right? And so for me, I kind of feel like there's a part of me that feels like he deserves whatever he gets, right? Because I warned you like months ago that things weren't adding up, right? And that I felt that you were a scammer.
Man, the only thing he gonna get is some money. That's all he gonna get. It's his karma. Money. He deserves everything he gonna get. Like your money, a fool and their money shall soon part.
We are now working on getting this profile taken down. Lakeisha now knew the truth, and we left her some tools to help keep her safe in the future. We have a new tool called the Unfrauded tool. And what it does is you'll be able to pop in text messages and copy and paste them into a chat box. And from there, our AI will tell you where the red flags are within those messages.
Ooh, that's actually really
It'll
helpful.
also break down this person's tactics and intentions, and also help you identify if a document or a photo is photoshopped or not legitimate.
That shit's already out.
Thankful that, like, I'm not crazy, right? That, like, I'm happy, like, I'm thankful that you guys were able to, like, confirm my suspicions and can, like, give me those extra little bit of tidbits. Because again,
I just shared the channel for all these videos on my community post, by the way.
now I have no, like, now when I block him, which will be when we get off this call, right? And I, like, block his social media and I block, you know, him on my phone. I do it in confidence, right? Because I do it with, like, no doubt, no guilt, no, like, oh my God, what if he was really real? What if, whatever. So now I'm good. So that part I feel good about.
Except
like,
your daughters.
And I think I had already kind of gotten over him being real, like, or being sincere. I shouldn't say real, him being sincere. So I think that I already kind of got over.
No, you haven't.
So I'm thankful that you guys were able to put my mind at ease and to really confirm for me that this was a scam. He is a scammer. Because I couldn't do that on my own, right? You know, like, I had all these suspicions, but I couldn't necessarily, like, confirm that was going on. So
The light-skinned nigga got you.
Confronted the scammer Steven and blocked him the next day. We're working with her to report this scam. She is now planning to take a break from online dating to spend more time with her family.
What the fuck? You wasn't online dating for, like, you act like this shit happened over years. That's all I got for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. But I noticed, I see a video that's just popping up DJ Academics is about to do. Apparently Christian Rock is calling Blueface gay now. Not the nigga you was crying over and fighting hoes over. He gay now? Makes sense. Scorn the woman. And also, fuck all of y'all that didn't tell me Jocelyn and Amber Rose got to fighting on College Hill. Fuck y'all. I should have known this months ago. I even know they had a College Hill with celebrities on it, with washed up celebrities from all the BET reality shows. But and I'm mad at BET for not showing the whole damn fight. They all clicked it with Amber Rose, just walked up and punched that bitch. We wanted to see that fight. And they cut it off. So all you get is the aftermath. You see them arguing, you see Amber Rose get up, walk toward, don't say nothing, just and then you hear a little bleep, 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 bleep. Then it come back and it's people talking about what happened. So yeah, I wish I could find that full clip, but I think they got them up under wraps unless you buy the DVD, which they're not gonna have. Got any last words, Gabe?
Yeah, research, people. Do your research before you send any money anywhere.
I'm glad I didn't send no money. Bye. Hey, wait, no, I ain't not a bye yet. How you go to a resort in your city that's a vacation? Nigga, she would have been satisfied with Motel 6 in your city. It's a birthday. So did you spend, wait, you said she spent $500 for your room. Did you spend $500? Because you know we'll Google this shit like we did last time when we found out your shit didn't cost $500. Bro, y'all in the same city. Nobody cares. That would be like me stunned about going to the Peabody. I done lived in Memphis my whole life. I done stayed at the Peabody before. That's not a getaway for me. You got to go out of town and call it a getaway. Bye.
Peace.
Whole team shining, we stars, big dipping. Get a lot of haystack gang in the sip. Niggas ain't real, nigga. You gotta feel me, nigga. Smile in my face behind my back, you trying to kill me, nigga. You say you got beef, then what you wanna do? You screaming, fuck me, nah, nigga, fuck you. You ain't hard at me. Couple kick dough, couple robberies. Nigga get extorted, get aborted, he don't pay the fee. Posted in the north, got the 2 to 4 recipe. I be cooking chicken bit, not talking rotisserie. I got all my hater man, I know that they sick of me. Who the fuck he think he is, motherfucker MB3? Honestly, pay him no attention, they up under me. Haters call me Visa cause I'm everywhere they wanna be. Ladies, man, catch me with more honeys than a bumblebee. Say she got a husband, but she always wanna suck the D. State gang, true sipper, who these niggas wanna be. I've been getting money since a younger. I've been pushing peace, stay strapped. Gotta watch your back when you're in the streets. Friends turn to foes, never know who your enemy. I was in Detroit, he ain't keep the same energy. West side down the slide, I don't think he feeling me. I was on some demon time, nigga talking about killing me. Then no business, let's see all that shit that you gon' do to me. Come outside, why you scared? I thought that you been a G. We don't bluff, we pulling up, we different down in Tennessee. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. I got an old school bitch, call her Aretha. Shawty so fine, shawty she a keeper. Smoke that reefer, preferred by the quarter. I do this for my kids, my sons and my daughter. Get treated like a king. Hoes call me sire. One look like Lotto, the other look like Maya. My plug, he ain't playing, he only talking the numbers. I cop it, whip it and ship it. My money coming in bundles. Different flavors of kush, orange, grape, and apple. If a nigga trap me, it's gonna be a disaster. Dope money and bitches, pimp robbers and snitches. It's all in my hood. My homies say that I'm gifted, I really can't complain. Shit's starting to change, a product of my environment. Tell me who can I blame? Neck like a glacier, bought my shawty a bracelet. Money go get her, that's why these niggas be hating. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of haystack gang in the sip.